Welcome back to Themed Journals. I'm April. Okay, let's look at what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on the hidden paper clips, and we're going to work on these these faux envelopes, and we're going to make 2 more of these clips right here with the little things on the end. So these turned out really well in our book. Let me see what it's drying over here. Oh, I put a decoration on there. That's right. Okay. Now let's take a look at our book, or the giveaway book, I should say. And I dare say it's dry. So let's go through here and pop these. There. Okay, so we have self-closing envelopes now. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go back to the beginning and do the same. Oh, I forgot I had those little things there. Okay, we did a little different this on here, and that's okay. If we did everything exactly the same, it would not be fun, now would it? All right, hang on. Let's take a peek at this. It looks like the hang on. I've got to get a little something under there. Maybe. Oh. Let's see here. Now, let's see why this is giving. Oh, I see. Oh. Let's see why this is. Oh, that's going to be a pain. See those 2 little notches here, one here and one here? Yeah, that's what was causing me trouble. All right. Let's just make sure that the glue didn't glue this thing down. I have a sneaky suspicion. Uh-oh. All right. Let's just go under here and wiggle until we get it where we want it. It's going to be this thing again. There we go. All right. I like this. That's really cool. Okay, so on this page, we're going to put our envelopes. So we got to do 4. So I got 4 pieces of faux alcohol ink dyed papers out. And what we got to do is oh, I don't want to chop this up. All right. All right. Okay, all right, let me make sure that you guys can see this. Okay, so what I did is I measured it to just below, see this? The punch line, or the punch hole line, yeah. And then I sort of did that. Okay. All right. This is a little crooked, so I'm going to have to decide exactly. I'm going to do to this line here instead of the line below. There we go. Now it's still crooked. All right, well, okay, the first thing we need to do is sort of make a crease like so. And then you put glue on the back of the triangle flaps, and then you just put them down. Now, you want to go up here like this so that you leave a little gap between so you can actually fold this. Look at how cool that is, that this goes like that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so now these should be big enough to put in as a flap closer. So what oh, I did it wrong. No wonder it looks so weird. All right, so I'm going to put the glue below that end of that lock. All right. All right, I gotta get some more of this. I've got like a lot up somewhere packed in Snowflake. Ugh. So now I gotta buy another bottle. I'm not gonna buy a lot because I know I have a lot at home. But we're not quite there yet. Okay. So that's our first one. All right. We're going to let it cool down. And then we're going to measure the second one. Although, I really like that. I don't want to cut into it. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, I can still measure it on this side. I just need to find my pencil. Oh, in this joy. Oh, here it is. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little mark here and a little mark down here, and then those will be my cut marks, and then I can save this and use it as part of the envelope. Now try not to get this crooked this time, April. All right. Save that. We will make small little envelopes from that later. All right. Okay, save that too. All right. Now, you've got to get these pretty even right there. All right, now let's get this back out. All right. And then we're going to fold this up a little bit. Fold this down. How pretty is that? Oh, I'm so glad I took the chance on these faux envelopes, man. Oh, beautiful stuff. All right. Okay, then I'm going to put this right, I think here. We're going to move this over just a skosh. Nope, I need to go back a little bit. There. Well, we're gonna call this good. We're just gonna leave that up while that dries a little bit. All right, and then we do 2 more for the back. Now let's just see how, how these will look. So they'll go here and one will go here. They're a little smaller than my last ones. That's interesting. So we got to find a good center here. Well, gotta find something to put here then. Interesting. Oh, see, those are 2 different sizes. That's so weird. All right. Oh, you know why? I think I measured this way last time, but this is directional paper. Well, this isn't directional paper. Let's do an experiment. All right. We're going to here, and we're going to here. All right. No, I don't think it has anything to do with whether it's directional paper or not. But anyway, I like experimenting, as you know, so why not? All right. Okay. It looks like we're getting small pieces. I don't know why. Oh, this is lovely. I wonder how I did the other ones. I don't remember. Don't get old. Your mind leaves you. Yup. All right. And we're just gonna glue down here again. I don't know why I measured that, but they all seem to be coming out the same this time. Yeah, that's good. All right. Maybe we'll put a pocket, a small pocket in between. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. Or maybe if I can figure out what I did to make them bigger pockets, then we could save those pockets for something else. Okay, April. Oops, I just swiped off a bunch onto my hand. Oh, joy. All right, let's see what we got now. All right, so we'll put one here. And one here. That's better. We'll still have a little bit in between, but not as much. All right, that's okay. We got a weird looking pocket. Okay. All righty then. Such an adventure. Okay. Now we need to make some hidden paper clips. Let's see if I've got any more cardstock out. No, I don't. I used up all the cardstock that I ruined in my printer, so I got new life to it. So we're going to get out a new piece. Yeah, I think we should take some of that off. Okay. Now, okay, so you want it to be between 3/4 of an inch and like maybe 1.5 inches. Let's do the measurements on this. I don't do centimeters. So it's 2 inches plus 2 ticks. A tick is 1 millimeter each. All right. All right, now what we gotta do is dig out 2. All right, I haven't been able to get in here and grab these paper clips in a while. Gross. All right, I might have to get some more out of my okay, now what I do, you want to be even on one side just in case this side isn't quite even, and then you can just cut it a little bit on this side to make it perfectly even. Yeah, okay. I'll just leave that down here because we're going to need it. Now you ideally want your paper to be longer, a little bit longer than your paper clip. Now what you want is a smaller strip to go over the paper clip. And I just make a crease and then I straighten it up once I put it down. Now see this? We need to straighten that out, and then what we do is we cut it even here. Now, don't need to do too much extra, but just a little bit of ink doesn't hurt anything. All right, we're going to do the same with this one before we glue it down. All right. Now, I use my good glue for this because I don't mess around. And how I do this is I put it on this first. All right, if that makes sense. So then I can see where it's going and there won't be any overlap. Then what I do is I do a little strip down the middle and just around the outside of that paper clip. Then I flip it over and then I line it between here and here, what looks nice, and then I give it a fold. Now, I don't want to get glue on. It's stuff, April. All right. Now, what I have noticed is some of this, some of the paper I have doesn't take too well to my glue eraser. Yeah, I found that out accidentally on one of my glossies. So be careful with your erasers, your glue erasers if you got glossy paper. Yeah, I didn't know that before. Now I do. Okay. Now. All right, we're gonna leave this out though. Okay, now I'd like to put a little extra decoration on it. So what we're going to do is find something fun like this. This is semi-gloss. So what we're gonna do is see if it'll take ink. If it doesn't, then I'm not gonna be too pleased. Oh, it is, yay. So matte and semi-gloss will take ink. That's the high gloss though, will not. Let me show you a high gloss one. I don't know if I have any out. I got sort of disgusted with it because I had to fussy cut everything out. Yeah. Anyway. Ah, too big. Too big. All right. Let's find something else then. Oh, once it's got ink on it, I put it on the other side. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, you know what? There we go. Now we can all right. I'm just going to choose where we want to cut it off at. And what we're going to do now is just fold this up and make a teeny weeny little envelope. Then what we're going to do is, oh, you know what? I know what I used for this as a, as a decoration. Okay, as I've been using my die cuts, I have been saving the offcuts. So like for here, here. Okay, that's really super cute. And I'm only going to do one side. Okay, now where's this lid? I don't know what happened to that lid. It's somewhere in there. Oh, now I'm dropping this lid on the floor. This is what I get for filming at 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so one is done. So what we can do is do a more narrow one this time. Now I think we're going to need at least that much. Let's double check with our paper clip. Oops. Some pieces you just have to throw away. All right, there we go. That's nice. Okay, now let's get out our handy dandy little ink pad. Okay, now we need another strip that's a different color. The idea is to get a different color strip. I may need to delve into my good paper here. Aha! I did some of these up so I'm very excited about that. So let's get this paper clip over where it's supposed to be in the center. You want equal amount between here and there. All right, then what we want is we want a strip. All right, let's do it here. You want to do it a little more narrow than your paper clip so that you can see the pretty paper underneath. So we're going to go, yeah. Then we're going to do the same thing as we did to the other one and get it measured like so. And just do that, and then align it here, and then you got a crisp top and it's even, and you can do the cuts that you need to do. Okay, I'm not going to put any ink on this though. Okay, so for the first step we're going to do, all right, now I don't know why I should, oh, I'm such a ding dong. I'm losing losing the plot here, losing the plot. Oh, that looks really pretty. All right. Now what we're going to do is, sometimes like these keys don't make good closures, so I use them for decorations. Yep. All right, put it back on top of here. I'm not going to lose that much glue to my glue mat. All right. Then we, of course, can put a little something extra there. That's lovely. Okay, so we're done. So we've got two hidden paper clips, and now we got to get out our handy dandy small little baby paper clips. All right, and two of these, if I can get them off. Okay. Now, where's my, there it is. The reason why I use a needle to separate them, because I would have such difficulty putting on these little beads if I did not. And then I just take it out, and then easy peasy feeding the bead around. Yeah. All right, so we got one done. You have to hold it just so you can get the tip under here. Otherwise, it'll bedevil you. Yeah. And of course, having gluey fingers doesn't help. I always have gluey fingers. I mean, it's just going to be a thing. All right. Now we can put these in, two of them at least, in the book. All right. Upside down apron. All right, here we go. So this should be glued enough to put that in like so. You want to make sure that top is crisp. You may want to take a bone folder to it. Now the top one, now be sure you don't go over all the pages, but since this is a hidden paper clip, we can slip it between some of the, remember we have 10 pages per section. Yeah. So if it doesn't go over it, then you'll want to find just one sheet and it'll put it over the edge like that. Now, there. Lovely. Now, what we are going to do is use one of these paper clips and one sheet of paper on the bottom, and we're going to paper clip this in. If I can make the paper clip go over the page without ruining my, all right. Okay, let me show you. There we go. Now you can see why I wanted to do, what do you call it? Stenciling underneath, because you can see it around our decorations, and that's okay. All right, it looks like we, let's flip to the back. Losing the plot here, losing the plot. All right, let's see. We skipped one. All right. So this one we can put on top. And yeah. All right. Then we're going to use this on the bottom. I need to put those templates somewhere. They're driving me crazy. I don't need them right now. All right. And then where's our little... Oh, look at me go. I didn't put that all the way around to the top. Oh, it broke. Or it came off. One of the two. Let's see what happened. Nope, it didn't break. It just came off. Oh, I can't believe I did that. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, it's a good idea to make sure that you put your bead where you need it before you start trying to... Yeah, okay. So we're going to take one page and we're going to stick this to the page. And this is the one where we're going to need something here, I think. Let's measure the space we've got to work with. Do not do centimeters. All right, that is 1.5. And we're going to make it a little smaller because we want a good surrounding with it. So I have to think about what I want to put there. All right, so let's see what else we've got next coming up. I think it's another belly band, I think. All right, so we did this page. Now, oh, it's another full page. All right, no problem. That'll be easy peasy. So what we need to do is I'm going to grab this one. See, these are, oh, grab these two then. All right, now we need to measure these again and then take some off the sides so that we have, okay, let me put these somewhere where they will stop bugging me. Let's put those up there. Okay. Yeah, having that one space not used was really bugging me. All right, so again, we wanted to not cover up our holes, so we're going to make it on this side. And then we're going to, I know I said I don't measure very much, and it looks like I'm measuring. Oh, shoot. All right. All right. Here we go. Ugh. All right. That is a 1/2 inch. So what we need to do is turn this 1/2 inch into a 1/4 inch, and then we need to do a 1/4 inch on this side. So we have our 1/2 inch, and then we can take off a little bit off of both sides. Yeah. Yeah, that one's crooked. And the reason why I take it off of both sides is because I want to leave most of the decorative stuff, so we're not losing pretty pictures. Yeah, there we go. All right. Like my measuring the second time? Measure, not measure. All right, let's see. We don't want to do that crooked again either. All right. All right. All right. All right. That was easy peasy. Beautiful pages. All right, so we're going to see. All right, let's make sure of this. Okay. Yeah, more stuff falling on the floor. All right, now see how this page is in the back? We don't want a similar one in close proximity to that. So we're going to put this one on the front and this one in the back, because it's similar but not the same. This is too much similarity to the one in the back. All right. And then I try to find a nice little, you got to make sure that your charms are not overlapping and when you put this down, because it will try to cover up a charm. Sorry, brain fart, 3:30 in the morning. Why are we not surprised? All right, I'm going to try to get that off. All right, I guess that's the best we can do. See, the charms are, you need to flip them this way. All right, and then we put down the page. Oops, see? Still didn't want to flip right. Now it can flip back all at once now that the pocket is down. Okay. All right. Well, that's as far as we're going to get in this video, I think. Let me check the time. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me on today's theme journal journey. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.